Oh, great! It's first class. I mean, it's first class. This is a great bowl game. I had mentioned I'd been here two other times besides this. And this is a great bowl.
Hey, Coach, when you watch film and you see what Clemson's receivers look like, I guess, is there like a team in the Big Ten that you guys have faced that kind of remind you of?
Yeah, I mean, they're as good a receivers as we've played against. You know, the one thing down the stretch in the Big Ten, we played against some pretty good receivers too. You know, Penn State had some great receivers. The team up north had some great receivers. I mean, you know, Wisconsin had a great receiver. You know, and so, you know, one thing, the people we play, you're going to play against some really good ones. This team has really, really good receivers.
So, like, when you're game planning for guys who are 6'4" and not necessarily 6 foot, what's like kind of the conversation on, like, you know, how to game plan for? What are you telling your cornerbacks basically on how to handle this?
Well, I mean, you got to change up your technique. You can't do the same technique every time on them. I mean, if you try to press him every second, you know, and then pretty soon he's going to figure that out and he's going to get to you. But you have to change up your technique, and you've got to have different types of coverages that you play. You're not in the same one all the time.
How would you describe what Chase Young means to your defense?
Well, Chase Young, first of all, I'm going to say it again. His character is impeccable. I mean, he's an outstanding young man. Okay, he's the kind of guy, like, when you walk in the room, you kind of smile, because he's just like a guy that maybe it's his first day of playing. You know, all of a sudden he's done all that he's done, but you don't know that. And then what he does in the meeting room, what he does preparing, and then what he does on the field. I mean he's special.
Is he the best player you've ever coached?
Yeah, I mean, I would say he's really, really good now. Really, really good.
How do you game plan for a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence? You know, a mobile quarterback like that who has a really strong arm.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you have to know that he can do a number of things. He can throw it tremendously, but he also can run, and he also has a really good running back. And you know, so he's got a lot of things that you have to, you know. So we have to do a great job of having some variation. You know, we got to do a great job, as I mentioned earlier, that keeping that ball inside and in front. On a team like this, they're going to complete some passes. They're going to gain some yardage, but you can't give them the big ones. And that's been our theme all year. You know, so we got to continue to do that.
What's your relationship with Coach Day, based on the fact that he has such an offensive background, and does he lean on you basically to just run the defense?
Well, he's tremendous. He's a great head coach. I'm just telling you, he's done a tremendous job as a head coach, and you know, he has a philosophy that it's the power of the unit. That every unit, linebackers, D-line, secondary, offensive line, all coaches there have to do their job. And when you have 9 units all working together, then you have something special. And he's a very, very strong believer in that, and he's done a phenomenal job.
Greg, what do you think of the progress that Josh Prosper's made this year? I know he's been banged up a little bit, but it seems like when he is out there, he's attacking the game.
Yeah, he's a tremendous athlete, and he's been banged up. He's had a little bit of a shoulder and that, but his future is you know, really, really up there. And he's worked again. He's another young man that's worked extremely hard, comes in every day, and you know, he's going to be a really, really great player.
What's his range like if he's the guy who's back there playing that middle spot?
Yeah, he can really run. I mean, he can run he can really run. Unbelievable range.
How's he track the ball?
Really well. Yeah, really well. He's special.
There were guys, this is a lofty comparison, I know you weren't around when he was here, I don't know how much you saw of Malik Hooker, but Josh's teammates were comparing him to Malik.
That's what they were saying. Somebody said that to me on the sideline one time. Maybe it was Mickey said it. That he said, this guy here is like, well, I know how good Hooker was, and they said, this guy here might be the exact same thing, might even have a little more range.
So how is it just because that Jordan has been around and has been so steady that Josh doesn't get on the field more? Is just
I mean, tell you what, Jordan is a coach on the field. Jordan is so intelligent. He does such a great job of getting everybody lined up and making sure all the checks, and that's been a big thing for us. Again, when you don't blow coverages and everybody's where they're supposed to be, now you have a chance of making sure that it does stay inside and in front. You know, we keep going back to that, but football in college nowadays is about big plays. Our offense is as good as there is about getting big plays. A lot of times when they get big plays, somebody's not where they're supposed to be. And Jordan does a phenomenal job of making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be.